looking John Howard. As always, the best looking part of our sports team, Mr. John Howard. But yes, here at Allegiant Stadium, home of Super Bowl LVIII, where that game will take place right behind us Sunday, Marcus. And we've talked a lot about the Chiefs. Are they a dynasty? Could they become a dynasty with the win this Sunday? But of course, there's a team in the San Francisco 49ers that are trying to become a dynasty of their own.
And that's the big thing, is that they have seen success. It's not like this is a bad team, and they haven't been a bad team for a very long time. But I always find it interesting, Jake. We always want to give the quarterbacks credit for the wins. Patrick Mahomes, not a supporting cast. Of course, he has great players, but with a guy like Brock Purdy for the 49ers, he's seen success, and as a starter, he has a record of 24-6. My brother, that is about as good as it gets. Again, he does have great weapons around him. Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs in the league. George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. We can go down the list, but at the end of the day, no one quarterback or one player is going to win a Super Bowl, let alone any game by themselves. Well, hey, we're in the media. We always sit here and want to say, yeah, Brock Purdy, he can do this, he can't do that. At the end of the day, my man, it is all about winning, and he says he is only focused on doing his job.
Yeah, for me, I understand, what I'm trying to do, what, our main goal is for this team, and it comes down to 3 hours of football that we play, 11 on 11 on the field. It's not about the media and getting wrapped up in what the whole world has to say. People can enjoy those kinds of things off the field, but as players, and especially being the quarterback, it comes down to, all right, how do I do my job really well for 3 hours against the Kansas City Chiefs defense? That's where my mindset's at. I want to do everything I can to help my team win, and that's what I do. I'm focusing on the plays. I'm focusing on what we're trying to do for this week, not getting caught up in all the paparazzi and all that kind of stuff outside. So.
Well, getting hung up on the paparazzi is fine because, listen, if you're winning as many games as he is, that's okay. But, hey, great player. I'm excited to see what he's going to do moving forward. Again, focus on what you can, and that is winning, and he's done just that.
And the reason Brock Purdy doesn't seem to get a lot of credit is because the playmakers around him, right? He's got all these great playmakers, one of which is Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs in the game. And I love this interesting storyline that some people may not know. Back in 1998 and 1999, Christian McCaffrey's dad, Ed McCaffrey, won 2 Super Bowls back-to-back with the Denver Broncos. The coach of that team, Mike Shanahan. The son, Kyle Shanahan, the coach of the San Francisco 49ers right now. The kids are trying to repeat what the parents did.
I was so close with Christian's dad growing up. I mean, him and Rod Smith were the 2 receivers on the Broncos when I was throughout high school trying to be a receiver. Those were the guys I tried to cut my shoes like, wear the same shoulder pads, meet them after school to run routes and do workouts throughout the summer, everything. So those were like, his dad was such a gym rat and just such a technician, and him and Rod taught me almost everything I know about playing, which gave me a chance to play. And then it was just so funny watching Christian over the years, hearing about him in high schools to at Stanford to going through the draft and everything, and just couldn't believe how talented he was. But I also knew his dad and how psychotic his dad was with his work ethic and just attention to detail, and that's what's been so neat, trading for Christian and actually getting to know him, and just I feel like I'm watching Ed half the time. It's funny how the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and I'm sure they got some similarities watching me with my dad.
I love the way he says he's psychotic. He's psychotic. That's my favorite thing. But like father, like son, huh? Or at least they hope like father, like son.
And we're going to have to figure out, man, in just a few days right behind us at Allegiant Stadium. But for now, he's Jake Ariani. I'm Marcus Greaves, the best-looking guy in the sports department, John Howard. We'll go ahead and send it back to you.